Liebe Whisky-Freunde, in den nächsten Episoden zeigen wir euch ein paar Interviews, die wir auf dem Vienna Bar and Spirits Festival von Falstaff in der Hofburg aufgenommen haben.
My name is George and you are?
Jennifer Nickerson.
Hello Jennifer. What can you tell us about Tipperary?
So Tipperary is a county that's in the southeast of Ireland. If you look at our boxes, it is the little red dot on the box. We're a new brand. Our eventual aim is to do a whole field to bottle operation. So my husband has been farming in Tipperary for 5 generations, and we've been, for the last 2 years, we've been taking our barley off-site, having it malted, having it distilled off-site, and then we're bringing it back to the farm to mature. This year we've had stills arrive from Rioja.
From?
Rioja stills in Portugal. And we are building a facility on the farm so we can start having distillation on site, so we can do everything all the way through. And at the same point in time, we've announced investment from the owners of Dundrum House Hotel. They also own the Pillow, like 2 other hotels in Ireland. And we're going to be building a bigger distillery on the grounds of Dundrum House Hotel. So we've got stills on order from Forsyths. We're going through planning permission right now, but it's going to have a large function room. It's going to be doing tours, like it's on the grounds of the hotel itself. So next time you come to Ireland, you can stay at the hotel, nip down the road, go to the distillery, and then stay the night, have some dinner. It'll be really good.
That's nice, I will do that.
Yeah, I do.
I'm already planning my next stay in Ireland, so...
You have to plan round our hotel then and round our distillery. It just needs to be done.
It sounds perfect. You should do it all.
It's great. It's a great idea, isn't it? Everyone I speak to, there's no other hotels with a distillery like right there. We literally have less than a 5-minute walk between the hotel rooms and where the distillery is. So you literally have to come down, do the tasting, and stumble back to your room.
Sounds good. So now when I'm looking at your whiskies you have on display here, only one is with an age statement. What is the general plan of Tipperary? Do they want to bring more not age statement whiskies, or a mixture, or how is the concept?
Well, technically, this one has an age statement, the 10 years. This one doesn't, but these ones are even more exact. So that tells you when it's distilled, and that tells you when it's bottled. So this is kind of, every time we do something, we try and be more transparent, we try and be, we're trying to bring stuff back to the farm more. So, as I said, our eventual aim is field to bottle, having everything, sourcing everything from the grain all the way through. This one here is cut to bottling strength. It's sourced whiskey, but it's cut to bottling strength with our water from the farm. Similarly, this one here. But this one here, it's matured in barrels that we sourced ourselves. And we're just going to be bottling. We just got a gold medal for our poaching, which is grain that we grew ourselves and then had distilled. So it's 50% malted, 50% unmalted barley, and that's a white spirit. So we're constantly trying to do stuff that's more related to the farm, that we're doing more and more ourselves to come to that eventual aim of having everything field to bottle.
This one, especially for me, sounds very interesting. It's a red wine finish whiskey. So red wine finish, it can be a lot. Do you know what kind of red wine, and do you know how many months or years was it finished on the red wine cask?
Yep. So that one is 8.5 years in a Jerez sherry bottom, and then 5 months in a Rioja. 5 months in a Rioja red wine.
Sherry and Rioja. That's yeah. Sherry and Rioja sounds very interesting for me, and yeah, maybe we will have this one for the sherry bomb night. I don't know now. We have to taste it. So there is again a red wine finish whiskey. Is it also a Rioja?
This is also a Rioja. But this one is a little bit older. This spent 1 more year in a sherry bottom, and then again 5 months in a Rioja red wine. So what we're doing is we're trying to get a bit of balance. We're trying to get that lovely colour bump, but at the same time we don't want to overwhelm it with wine influence. So I think these are lovely. They're really fruity. You're getting all that like sherry flavours coming through, but at the same point in time there's a little bit of dry and tannins with the wine. I think they're really special.
What I'm doing in Vienna is organizing pairings.
Cool.
Yeah, whiskey and chocolate, coffee, food, beer.
Yeah.
When it comes to pairing, which of your whiskies would you pair with what?
Okay, so this one here, my absolute favourite for me, just because I love cheese, is goat's cheese. So the honey, do you know the way that honey and goat's cheese works really well together? This whiskey, the honey flavour is coming through in it. It's really fresh and sweet, and the slightly sharper texture cuts through the quite thick texture of the goat's cheese. It's really, really nice with it. And similarly as well, smoked salmon and cream cheese with this, or even just smoked salmon. Fantastic pairing. With the Notmeal Downs, the last thing we did was an Irish stew, which worked really well. It's a bit more of it can stand up for itself a little bit more. It's a bit of a stronger flavour, so we decided to pair it with something that was a little bit stronger as well, that had some of those pepper flavours coming through to complement it, but was also contrasting with the sweetness of the whiskey. So I think it worked really well. My other option with that one is always dark chocolate. Like chocolate and whiskey, you can't really go wrong. And then the red wine cask, we haven't done any pairings with yet. These two I can give you lots of ideas. These two not so much.
Thank you very much, and hope you click in for the next episodes of the Whiskey Devil. Tschüssi!